Boring!
Nice and spectacular! It's nothing. Useless.
Reduced to just standing around. How absurd. Those memories. So dark.
I'm here. That stretch feels good. Eat Out of the frying pan. Useless.
Reduced to just standing around. How absurd. Those memories. So dark.
Submit! Don't waste my time.
Look up there! That's the Jade Chamber! This is bad. Paimon's supposed to be your guide, but Paimon doesn't know where the way up to the Jade Chamber is. Well, since we want to go to the Jade Chamber, heading to its location on the map is the sensible thing to do. Let's look around.
Evil conquering! Worthless! Worthless! Worthless!
Give up.
There's still a long road.
thingy. Since this is the right place, it must have something to do with the Jade Chamber. Yes, this must be the way.
Boring!
Takes us up to... Aw, if that wind current was stronger, we'd be... Huh? Why? Or... Oh, Paimon gets it! Alright, let's follow your plan. Oh, hang on a moment. Looks like we've gotten close to the Guizhong Ballista. Why don't we shoot you up to the Jade Chamber using the ballista? No. Paimon may have just forgotten to think about the safety measures. Oh, that's right. Now that you mention it, we
Worthless! Reduced to just standing around. How absurd.
Halt! Who trespasses on these hallowed grounds?
Exactly. What are you talking about? We're invited guests. What makes you think you can treat us like this? No. Wait. Maybe this was Ningguang's plan. She pretended to invite us to the Jade Chamber, but set up a... Now Paimon's mad! You! Over there! This is...
What? We're just on guard duty. What do you...
What nonsense! See,
Well, here...
fine!
Who goes there? Attack!
Nice and spiky!
Tactical! Retreat! Tactical!
Take this! Blasted! To arms! Take the target alive!
Disappear! Here! Worthless! Worthless!
Stop! What's all this about?
Lady Kuching, these two strange people suddenly appeared. They seem to have designs on the Guizhong ballista.
Who are you calling strange?
You want to go to the Jade Chamber? Who are you?
We're invited guests, here to look for the Liyue Qixing. Who are you?
Well, as it happens, I am one of the Liyue Qixing.
Oh,
I'm Kuching, the Yuheng of the Qixing. I know of you, traveler. You're Ningguang's guests, yes? Didn't expect to meet you here in the mountains.
wow. Paimon didn't think we'd meet some super rich big shot out here in the middle of nowhere either.
The Guizhong ballista in Tianheng Pass has long been in disrepair, and yet it was fixed in a single night. I came here to investigate that occurrence. These Millilith are just here to guard the scene, not to arrest anyone.
So this was all a
Anyway, for a mortal to be able...
that was... Eh? Oh, right. So, Lady Yuheng, might you have...
Just call me Kuching. I'd say that Ningguang's purpose is to request that the savior of Mondstadt take a more neutral stance. Or at least...
We're not taking sides. We spoke with the Adepti. They want to protect...
When you say protect, you're referring to their sanctimonious arrogance, aren't you?
Huh?
You are mortals and thus under their protection. There was no way they would have regarded you as someone with the ability to assassinate a god. Naturally, they would also regard Ningguang's locking down the area, questioning the citizenry, and pursuit of the assassin to be pointless work. Perhaps they even— I'll say it like it is. They're underestimating us.
Well, you've got a point there. Still, this is the first time Paimon's seen a person from Liyue who doesn't respect the gods or the Adepti.
Should I respect the shallow sense of time and condescension to mortals that has caused them to delay in moving against us, Qixing? Forget it. I shouldn't speak of them this way. This skepticism is mine alone, and Ningguang does not share it. Either way, I will admit that the actions of the Adepti this time were quite restrained. Rex Lapis's death is indeed an extraordinary circumstance. But to think that they would call for a council of Adepti rather than come down here directly. How surprisingly civilized of them. Well, for Ningguang, she would talk anything and everything out if she could. The time of the Adepti has long passed.
Another super bold statement.
I'll stop here. Honestly, you should both be off to the Jade Chamber. The cream of Liyue's mercantile crop all see ascending to the Jade Chamber as the
Favor? But, wait, that's right. Greeting gifts are a staple of Liyue's culture.
Alright. You can decide on your greeting gift. You didn't actually have to come to Mount Tianheng. Well then, may we meet again, traveler.
Well, that Yuheng may not respect the gods, but Paimon thinks she's a So, what should we get? Oh, right! Paimon has a feeling that it would be perfect for a soup. Why don't we go with that for a gift? With a certain boom shakalaka, of course. Let's go gather ingredients.
Get out of my way! Here!
Ooh, look at that slime! It looks crystal clear! Very delicious! That's the one!
Demons do not stop for the rain. Move.
Is it just... Huh? Did you hear that? No! That was Uh-oh. It looked... You're toast! Look at you, Boozle!
Thank you for your help, kind travelers. If you hadn't come to my aid, I surely would have rotted in this cell. Those treasure hoarders.
Aw, it was nothing.
I understand. Don't say that. I'm Meng Dan, a supplier. I never expected that those treasure hoarders. Is there anything that you lack? Auntie.
Wait a moment. Actually, actually...
Oh? And what?
Do you have a box that can store presents?
Of course we do. How can one sell antiques without gift boxes? At Mingxing Jewelry. Now just give me a moment, and I'll let the boss know.
Great! Paimon...
The rain stopped. I don't concern myself with the weather. Those memories. So dark.
Jewelry's out of stock, but we have some new items in.
Hey there! A guy called Mung Dan told us that we could get a nice and shiny box from your store.
Uncle Mung already told me about it. Thank you both for saving him. Many of the best goods in our store were found by Uncle Mung. If anything were to happen to him, it would be impossible for us to continue doing business. Here, this container is itself an antique, with at least 140 years of history. It's already been cleaned.
Yep. It's great! Hang on a moment.
Sure, please help your...
Traveler, this clay pot looks really awesome. If we use an antique as our mixing bowl, it's done!
Oh, yes. You might want to use these too.
Woohoo! It looks beautiful! Great! Now that we've put...
Jewelry's out of stock, but we have some new items in.
Join the Adventurers Guild. You'll have a blast.
We have some new items in.
Useless! Here!
According to Kuch... Excuse me, do you sell the moon here?
Yes. How many would you like?
It's not convenient to speak of numbers here.
Ah, well said. Please, use this to ascend to the chamber. Yes, speaking of which, are you two the guests that Lady Ningguang has
Yep.
And yet the code they used was not the one for guests, but for the Yuheng. What's going on here?
I've been waiting for you, returnee from Joyun Karst.
It's it's Ningguang. Since this is our first meeting, we've prepared a gift. I hope you like it.
Oh, for me. You have my thanks. It seems that I have made things difficult for you, considering that you were supposed to be my guests.
Oh no, it's nothing.
This palace floats in the skies, higher than the peak of any mountain. From this vantage point, one may survey all of Liyue. I have been gathering the funds necessary to build it from the time I began learning the merchant's craft. And since becoming the Tianquan, I have spared no effort in hiring the best craftsmen to constantly extend it. At first, it was but the size of one room. Now, it is large enough to blot out the moon in the skies above Liyue. One day, I believe it will overshadow all 7 nations. Not many from outside Liyue earn the right to ascend to the Jade Chamber. But I have been in correspondence with the acting Grand Master of the Knights of Favonius, who spoke highly of you. As such, I have been putting eyes and ears out ever since you reached Liyue.
What?
And I finally got wind of your movements when you were on the way to Wangshu Inn.
Wait, was Virgil dead?
Just Virgildet? No. Everyone at Wangshu Inn is one of ours. At the Guizhang Ballista, yes?
You weren't peeking on us from the skies the whole time, were you?
I fear that peeking would have been a little difficult from this altitude. Our eyes and ears are more than sufficient. You two are very interesting people, after all. It would be natural to take an interest. Well, I wouldn't expect you to trust us, considering that you have had far more interactions with the Adepti. The reason I invited you here was to clear up some misunderstandings. I believe that you've heard of the Archon War. Many gods used to walk this earth, and many long wars were fought between them that did not abate until 2,000 years. In the end, only 7 victors remained standing in Tevat. They built cities and nations on the core. You can see Goyun Stone Forest from here, I trust. It is no natural rock formation. Those are giant spears of rock hurled by Rex Lapis during the war. Beneath the spears lie those cast down by Rex Lapis in those days, gods that failed to seize the title of Archon. Not only is it true that gods may die, but so too has the membership of the 7 changed over the last 2 millennia. Rex Lapis's passing, another Lord of Geo will arise sooner or later. Yet, how are we to forget Rex Lapis? Even in a new era, the Liyue Qixing remain Rex Lapis's former... That day at Yujing Terrace, it was also very sudden. Even I was caught completely off guard. But our enemy has long lain hidden within the harbor. If we do, hiding the Exuvio was a necessary maneuver to take the initiative back, to play the spy.
Who's this enemy?
What do you think, Traveler?
Huh? What are you two talking about?
Well answered.
Huh?
The scenery out here is fine indeed, but the wind is a little strong. Our preparations to receive guests within are complete.
Wowee! What a huge hall! never seen such a fancy place before.
Be at ease, you two. Make yourselves at home if you wish.
Can we really?
I have invited you two here as friends. And when friends come over to play, our enjoyment comes first.
Ooh! Isn't this that legendary wall?
Why, you've kept your ear to the ground, I see.
That's because even the storytellers are talking about it. Everyone's after a piece of paper from that wall. It's super famous.
That's because that wall records Leo's secrets. Merchants have always been attracted to secrets. But the secrets of the mercantile world are of no interest to you, are they, traveler? You're rather special, really, and I think you're quite aware of that. If possible, I'd like to have your trust. But if you were to choose the more trustworthy person between myself and Kuching... You'd pick Kuching? Nah, I had a feeling. I originally thought her a bit too hard-headed. With someone of her character on the Qixing, I've had some extra messes to clean up behind the scenes. But after she said those words, the time of the Adepti has long passed. If even the Liyue Qixing don't want to face that truth, then what future is there for Liyue? Well, I must say that quite a few of my doubts have been dispelled. I won't deny that Rex Lapis's passing seems advantageous to us. But for Liyue's sake, we cannot allow— Indeed. It seems that you— I called for the gag order and for the Exuvia to be hidden to temporarily stabilize the situation. With Rex Lapis's death, the Fatui have busied themselves with many clandestine actions beyond their diplomatic remit. As the Tianquan, one responsible for Liyue, allowing the rite of parting to take place was also meant to buy some time for us to take control of—
It's exactly as Zhongli said. The Qixing only provided the venue for the rite, so wait, that's right. Speaking of—
Of course.
Paimon's heard that anyone who sends a greeting gift gets a little something in return. So, does that include us?
It's all right. I like direct people. Well, we have made quite a bit of trouble for you recently.
Yay! Paimon was— one of the sheets on that wall! Don't look at Paimon like that! One of these sheets of paper will sell for— Just imagine. How much— Let's grab one! The biggest one! Huh? Well, that was an easy search. The biggest sheet is— La 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 la. Huh? There's a place marked with a sigil of permission. Aw, that doesn't sound like this piece of paper? Oh, Ningguang did say that the Fatui have been up to but research on the sigil of permission? Speaking of which, there's also some connection between you and the sigil of permission. Oh, you really— Well, should we not go then? Oh, so you're saying that it's precisely because we can't That's way out of Paimon's league. Anyway, before we look for Zhongli at Dihua Marsh...
So, you don't have to confirm it with me. Afterwards, why not sit down for a while in the Jade Chamber? Or have a short stroll? Rest is also an Come now.
Worthless! Boring! That's it?
You need to hurry up! This was well done!
Don't waste my time.
You need to hurry up! This one's well done!
Give up.
You need to hurry up! Feels clogged!
Here. And some stacks of blank paper too. Paimon's... Oh, Paimon! But how did I... Oh, that talisman's... Maybe the to being able to channel divine power and the plot. Alright, that's the last stop on... Let's go!
Disappear! Here! Worthless! Boring!
Right on time. Did you enjoy your visit to the Jade Chamber?
It was so big and pretty and expensive. Paimon's never seen such a fancy place before.
Indeed. It's second to none in all of Liyue. Then you met with Ningguang, I trust? What did you talk about with her?
She's super rich and so generous. Paimon thinks she's very friendly. Yeah, her take on Ningguang is quite different from Paimon's. She thinks that even the tactless Yuheng is more trustworthy.
Oh, so you also met with Keqing then? What did she have to say?
She said the time of the Adepti has long passed. If even the Liyue Qixing don't want to face that truth, the...
No respect for the divine. Indeed, contrary to the ever-bold Keqing, Ningguang is more of a businesswoman at heart. Although she's friendly, there's no way of clearly discerning her true intention. Yes, She has only relied on herself to rise to her current position. It's said that she's the one behind the constant expansion of the Jade Chamber.
The Jade Chamber is only second.
Why, Mora, of course.
All Ningguang talked about was the Fatui this and the Fatui that.
That is how the Fatui have always been. It doesn't... No matter what they may be planning.
So, is there anything we need?
Yes, as a matter of fact, there...
Glaze lilies. But wait, oh, right! Paimon remembers that...
No. Those lilies... Dihua Marsh used to be full of glaze lilies. It is a sort before the Archon War. Of course, there are some kinds of flowers. Wild glaze lilies have the strongest fragrance. But I'll need your assistance in gathering these flowers. That's correct. Your singing will...
So how good is your singing? Really?
We'll only know once she starts...